Well, hello there. I want to talk to you about the cause of disease. Now, I'm borrowing this information from a chart that was created originally by the founder of chiropractic, Dr. D.D. Palmer. Now, Dr. Thurman Fleet modified it and updated it a bit. And so I want to share with this. Cause of disease. There's really three main causes of disease, but ultimately one. So as we look at the chart, we'll start with the expressions, causes, and effects of disease. It can express in a couple ways. Here's the expression: organic expression of disease, structural expression of disease, or an autosuggestive impression, or a functional. Now, organic shows up as poisons. So if you had a poisonous plant or a parasite or a germ, that could be a cause of disease. Structurally, we could have trauma like falls and slips and trips and things like this. These causes could have caused certain diseases. And then we have functional expressions, or an autosuggestion comes in the form of either a genetic tendency, like my mom had it, my grandma had it, and if I eat like they eat, and if I do things like they do, I could express it. Intense thinking about disease. So all they want to do is think about disease. That could cause it. Vibrations, you're around the idea of disease. And then the ones that we're very familiar with are things like emotional disturbances, distress, inner turmoil. These constitute functional causes for disease. Now, the symptoms can all be similar throughout whichever one you want. Pains, aches, headaches, numbness, tingling, inflammation. All of those can be symptoms, but the causes are typically 20% fall into the category of poisons and trauma. The other 80% are autosuggestions, and most of us are only working on the 20%. Now, but here's what I wanted to share with you on this that it interests me a lot. 100% of all disease is the result of this thing right here, incorrect reasoning. We don't know how to reason correctly, and it's our reasoning that gets us in trouble. And how do you learn to reason? Well, you do it through education, because sometimes the things that are in here are incorrect, and it causes us to reason incorrectly and then leads us into trouble. And if we don't correct this, sometimes life does it. If we don't correct this, sometimes education will help us. If we don't correct this, sometimes our parents, sometimes the people we learn from, sometimes our philosophies and our religions teach us. But if we don't learn, we continue along this process and we just didn't know. It's the ability to reason, and ability to reason correctly. So ideally we learn from what we would call our mistakes, or learn from things that hurt us. So with that, if you want to know more about how to reason, then keep following us and keep watching us, because this is pretty eye-opening for a healer standpoint. Thank you.